Here's the 30-second lesson on what legends know. Never practice nunchucks in a crowded room. Never eat chole before a road trip. Always take your shirt off before you iron it. Don't take a call near a swimming pool. And don't forget, saving is not investing. Legends don't just save, they invest in mutual funds. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
This week's national interest, as you would expect, is about the budget. It takes off from the budget. However, before I go into Nirmala Sitharaman's budget, India's budget, let me talk about our budget, the print's budget. It's been, I think, about 4 months since I made this appeal to you, which I used to do routinely. That's because I had made certain promises to you about giving certain benefits to our subscribers, even though we were not paywalled. So now I'm glad to say that I'm in a position to promise you that the first of our benefits, many of you who pay for us complain about seeing too many ads on your screens or on your phones, since the majority of our viewers, readers use the phone. So from the 6th of August, you will get an ad light experience, which means very few ads, if any ads at all, very few ads. That's the first of our benefits. More will come as we go along, almost something new every week, because the tech work that had to be done at the back end, that's now mostly been done. It's taken some time, but it's mostly been done. So thank you very much for being there. Thank you very much for subscribing so far. If you are a subscriber already, please top up your subscription, take a longer term subscription, or add more money. The more money we have, the more we will spend on our journalism, getting our people to travel, engaging better writers, also better visuals. You've seen some visual improvements we've seen lately. A couple will run on your screens. Our story, for example, on gold smuggling, our story also on Kargil, on the Kargil anniversary, you will see those. A lot of these improvements will happen. So once again, if you're already a subscriber, top up your subscription, pay some more money if you can, please do. And if you're not a subscriber, please do pay, because anything that comes for free usually comes loaded with something you may not want. And one thing you do not want to see loaded with anything is your journalism. That said, my budgetary concerns addressed, let me get back to India's budget and Nirmala Sitharaman's budget. With her latest budget, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has walked into the nastiest of all hornets' nests. What is that? It's the great Indian middle class. Through the week, she and her ministry have been pilloried on social media. Those in the mainstream media are dismayed. Some are disappointed, but more measured, as you would expect. They also don't have the benefit of anonymity. There can be reasonable, pragmatic, ideological, and even moral arguments against the new Thomas Piketty-esque soak the rich, especially when they earn from their accumulated wealth. This kind of changes in capital gains taxes. It doesn't justify the kind of outrage that it has unleashed. People can disagree, but it doesn't justify the kind of outrage it has unleashed with hundreds of furious, often personalized memes. Did the Modi government fail to read the minds of its most valuable constituency, the middle class or the mostly Hindu middle class? Or did it take it too much for granted? In an earlier national interest published on 6th of July 2019, we had argued that the middle classes were like Modi BJP's Muslims. What did we mean by saying that? That somewhat cheeky formulation was drawn from how the government continued to collect more and more by way of taxes on petrol and diesel to fund its humongous program of direct benefit transfers to the poor. It was an efficient program and done in quite a leak-proof manner. Nevertheless, it was a kind of innovative Robin Hood politics. Take from the middle class and give to the poor. Don't take from the rich and give to the poor, but take from the middle class and give to the poor. It made the poor, who constitute a vast majority of voters, happy, and if the middle class was fretting, so be it. They were going to vote for the BJP anyway. Our argument was that the BJP could take the middle class for granted Simply like the secular parties could treat the Muslim votes, that whether we do something or not for Muslims, they will vote for us because they will vote for the BJP. So what the Muslims were for secular parties or so-called secular parties, the middle class, the Hindu middle class was for the BJP. Will this change now? I guess not. This fury will blow over, probably as some corrections, especially on indexing, are made. And buttons more significant than taxes are pushed. Nationalism, religion, the Gandhi family, the usual mix. Many of those ranting now will continue to vote for the BJP. In fact, if you ask them 3 months from now who will they will vote for, they'll say, of course, who will we vote for? We can't go and vote for Rahul Gandhi, right? So that is the sentiment that the BJP will probably still be able to ride. This middle class are not disaffected with Modi, his party or its ideology. They adore all three. At this point, they are simply like slighted lovers. What the BJP government got wrong with this budget and in its economic signaling is in moving away from its generally upbeat, India is on the rise, growth will get steeper, markets are red hot and will only get redder and hotter messaging. A sobering signal from the budget, if sensible and prudent. I think it's sensible and prudent. A sobering signal from the budget, if sensible and prudent, is a bummer for the faithful. The middle class is addicted to good news, hype, and believe each budget should only make them more money. That should be the purpose of every budget, to help them make more money. What they did not want to be told instead was, listen guys, you've made a lot, especially in the decade's boom. It is time you paid back a bit more, and maybe that it wasn't quite virtuous to make even more money on your accumulated wealth and yet pay really low taxes. The rich won't bother with any of this. The middle class, especially those in the lower half of this large socio-economic section who took sizable EMIs, bought second homes as investments, moved their savings from RBI protected or RBI guaranteed bank fixed deposits to the risk of stocks, mutual funds and debt bonds. They are the ones kicking at the shins of the BJP government. Many of them might have lived with increased taxation. They love Narendra Modi and his larger politics enough to be willing to pay some price for it. After all, more than 1 crore of them gave up their LPG subsidy on his give it up call. What's taken them by surprise is the change in messaging. They probably see this as being told that they've done something immoral, made too much money too soon, and that the state is now reining them back in. It's like when you are flying on an expressway, somebody confronts you with speed breakers. Since economic reform began in the summer of 1991, successive governments and finance ministers have had one consistent focus: driving those with any financial surpluses towards the markets. That's why capital gains tax breaks were brought in and expanded over these decades. The market said thank you, boomed and rewarded the governments of the day. Every government in these 33 years, especially the current one, has celebrated the rising number of mutual fund folios, SIP holders, demat accounts and rising indices. Some of the recent nudges, beginning with the action on debt bonds in the 2023 budget, seem to be directed at bringing the same surplus generating classes back to bank deposits. They were not ready for it and they will not be happy with just those gains. Which brings us to the key question: just what is India's middle class? A lifestyle approach is too amorphous. So and so has a car, must be middle class. Two scooters in the family, must be middle class. Doesn't work like that. It's also anecdotal. Do the income tax payers make this middle class? The number of those who actually pay taxes in India, which is less than 1/3 of those who file returns. Last year, 7.4 crore Indians filed tax returns, but only 2.2 crores actually paid any tax at all. This will not even be a fraction of what has long been on way to becoming the world's largest middle class. That is the promise of India. It might be safer instead to think about what this middle class wants. It wants and definitely expects India to be the hottest economy in the world, a leader in fields ranging from economics to science, sports to military, manufacturing to software, and of course, All of this with a historically mandated right to sermonize the world. They may not use this expression, but they do not dispute the claim or at least the ambition of being a Vishwaguru. They love to believe the West is in decline and India's time has come. If I were to record one video saying the dollar is on its last legs, that American power is in terminal decline, that Europe is finished, it is bound to go viral. Never mind the facts. The scene that most characterizes this middle class mood is enacted every sunset at the Wagah border, flag lowering. Those are the expectations with which they keep voting for Modi and BJP. They see their own growing wealth, the market boom, the world coming to invest in India as elements in the same package, in the same success story, in the same heady success story. Ideally, of course, they'd want to achieve all of this while paying no taxes or at the most Singapore level taxes. They'll also be okay with Singapore level democracy as well. Now they are being told to return to fixed deposits. Beta, zameen pe aa jao, go to a bank, take a fixed deposit. It will give you the same post-tax yield as your bonds. Since it is tempting to get ahead of myself, I will stop here. Let's just say we still do not know what the middle class is and what it wants. That's a confession, double confession. Let's stick to what we know the Indian middle class isn't. That is being grateful. What it isn't is grateful. The heat the Modi government is feeling will cool down soon. But name the one person who's done more than any other Indian across 3 generations to create, expand and enrich this new middle class. By deregulating, burying the license quota Raj, opening up imports, cutting taxes and tariffs and pushing the same middle class towards the markets with generous tax incentives. Then let us ask who's the one leader the same middle class has detested most of all since say 2011. You've guessed it right. He is Dr. Manmohan Singh. In 1999, he and his party checked out his popularity in India's most middle class constituency by fielding for Lok Sabha in South Delhi. He lost to Vijay Kumar Malhotra by 29,999 votes. What did they expect? A thank you note? He's only got contempt instead. This middle class comes armed with entitlement, not burdened with gratitude.